When it rains, it snores.
Like a rare breed, a breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model, kids wanna be me.
All about the risk.
Listen now, later you'll
If
believe
anyone
me.
pays
Got you
taxes,
under my
instant
spell, the
ban.
whole thing was easy. I just come and wink my eye like a genie. Crown on, yellow peasant can
We're all
king me.
gonna die. Fuck semantics.
really not
Fuck
modification.
taxes. Revolt. Revolt, everybody. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Game 2. This between Willie Scott and Willie Hayes. It's the battle for the name Will. And you only get that kind of content here at Nickel City X-Wing. My name's Greg, and I'm once again joined by the British version of Stephen Hawking. Wait, no, he was British, right?
Yeah, he was British. He just sounds
Yeah.
American. And
Well,
at
I
the
don't think he
point that he was
sounds
gonna,
American. What do you think Americans sound like? Because it's not hello.
I mean, he at the point that everyone was just like, "Oh, we finally found a British voice for your chair," that everyone knew him as the American voice, so he couldn't change it back.
I don't know. I never heard that voice and was like, oh, well, that's clearly an American robot.
Clearly, you haven't been around robots enough, Greg.
Yeah, apparently not.
Yeah, I not what I was expecting. British Stephen Hawking.
Well, honestly, the whole time I was thinking Harry Potter. And I was like, I don't really like Harry Potter.
I
wanna do
did
that
used
to you.
to look like a fat Harry Potter, so there we go.
You're not fat, though. You're very
I
not
was.
fat.
I was.
don't
I was.
think so.
I was like.
Were you like British
Well,
fat?
you
where you're
guys,
like 10
you guys did in
pounds
pounds,
overweight?
don't you?
Yeah.
You guys
what-
did in pounds.
You do kilos. I'll figure it out.
So like, oh god.
Do
so,
not use stone though.
Yeah,
Whatever
right.
you do, don't
Right.
fucking use stones.
Right,
That is
so
the
I've-
dumbest thing.
I've been about 70 kilos since the age of 12, and I just got taller.
Okay, 70 kilos.
Like maybe
In
65, 70
pounds.
kilos.
154 pounds. Yes, he's so fat at 154 pounds.
He's 12.
What a dick. What a dick, everybody.
Oh dear. Fair play. Fair play.
I'm trying to like lose 154 pounds. I'm trying to lose an ollie.
I'm. What am I right now? I'm about 190 now. Maybe 200.
Pounds?
Yeah, I think so. What is like 90, 91, 92 kilo in pounds? Whatever that is.
91 kilo is 200 exactly.
Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty much bang on 200.
That's 14.3 stones for anyone playing at home.
Yep.
Where does stone come from? Like, what happened there?
So the irony is that pounds go into stone. Like that's the hilarious thing. So I was looking at this recently. So it's 14 pounds in a stone.
Really?
So they're all imperial measurements. So you've got like ounces. I think there's 8 ounces in a pound. 14 pounds in a stone, which makes really no sense at all. And
No, it's 16
because
ounces. I'm pretty sure it's 16.
yeah, there we go. So yeah, 16 ounces. But because English measurements are stupid, like, so feet is literally the size of like a normal person's boot, and hands is the size of a normal person's hands, which is about 6 inches and 12 inches. So horses are measured in hands because it's easy enough to count like hands upside of a horse. And that's why you get.
Can you just say that last sentence again? Horses are measured in hands because it's easy to count the hands of a horse?
Well, yeah, you wouldn't like put a horse on the floor and like walk along the side of the horse to see how tall it is, because the horse would get pretty fucking mad. So you just like put your hand on the horse and see how tall the horse is in hands. It's a lot easier to count horses in hands than in feet. See, this is the content you come here for.
Someone please clip that and just send it to the British Embassy.
I'm doing international relations. It's great.
I think
and
they might arrest you.
in answer to your original question, the fuck is a stone? I don't know. I've grown up using stone. I've now more or less switched to kilos because people actually understand what that means.
Uh-huh. Okay. I always figured stone was like some King Arthur shit.
Nope, just apparently there's a yeah, because you guys use pounds all the time, but you don't use stone, which always confused me because
Stones comes from an old Celtic myth where you had to guess how many stones it would take to sink a witch in a lake by tying it to her feet, which is why
oh,
it
beautiful.
feels all make believe and bullshit. I just don't believe you, I suppose would be my response to that, Sherman.
I mean, it could be
I
like
mean, it's possible because humans are stupid, but like, I
it's
also
like
don't. But yeah, see, he's like, yeah, I made all that up. Exactly.
it's like the story. It's like the amazing story of why the space shuttle had to be built at a certain size because of Roman chariots. Have you heard that one?
No, but I'm all about space, so.
All right. So when they originally built
Uh-huh.
the railroads were built to go with like the horse and cart, right? Because they already had the horse and cart tracks, and it made sense to build like railroads at about the same width as horse and cart tracks because that was the measurement they had. So when all the railroads got built across America, they got built at the same width as the tracks in the road that were already there from the horse and carts. Now, horse and carts ended up just being the same size as chariots from like Roman times because it came across when obviously we came across from England in 1600s and then Roman chariots from before then. So the railroads were the limiting factor for the size of the parts that the space shuttles could be built because they have to be transported by railroad from one place to another. And because of that, the sizes of the space shuttle are limited, or at least related to the width of Roman chariot wheels.
Okay.
As we're going around the houses today.
Now you're a teacher, so it'd be unethical for you to say something false.
So I haven't actually fact checked that one, but it is on Wikipedia. So there we go.
I could have been learning history facts from you last season, and you never told me, Ollie.
I love random history facts. It's great.
Now tell us
Also,
where
the
quarter cask comes from. What's a quarter cask?
a quarter cask. Oh, we're just going on random like ale measurements now. Also, why do I know that's a random ale measurement? I'm concerned. Where's my brain?
Nah, man.
I
Listen,
mean,
we
I
know
can
you
tell you the
guys drink.
distance. Yeah, right. I can tell you the distance between the Earth and the Sun because that's just a random number that's stuck in my head.
Right, 93 million miles.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad.
Because it's right?
Yeah, it's 150 million kilometers. It's just a nice round number.
Yeah, but it's 93 million miles.
Yeah, give or take.
How far between the Earth and the Moon?
That one I cannot remember off the top of my head because it was never that useful.
256,000 miles. Come on!
Oh, there we go. Divided by multiplied by 1.6. 256 turns into about 400. That's nice. That is a nice round number.
Ollie's going to tell us about the kind donation of countries for the crown jewels. I don't know if I'd call it a donation.
Donation. I mean, the best way of looking at it is go and watch the Eddie Izzard video on flags.
I'm no lie, that special is what made me start stand up. I
Oh, like,
love Dress to Kill.
oh, you do stand up? Oh man,
Bro, not
I
anymore, but I used to for years and years and years and years. But yes.
uh,
Did you bring a
terrifying.
flag? No flag, no country. That's the rules.
That is the rules. La souris sur la table, etc.
Etc. Cake or death? Well, cake, please.
Chicken? So good.
I'm sorry, we're all out of cake. Well, I guess I'll have death then. No, I love the beginning of the flags bits. It's because he's just like, I'm British. And we conquered the world through the cunning use of flags.
It's just yeah, it's a really well done skit.
Yeah, that whole special is gold.
It really is. I need to go back and watch it. I think Eddie Izzard, Bill Bailey, and Billy Connolly are some of my favorite comics.
I've seen Bill Bailey on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, but I've
Mm.
never seen his actual stand up.
Proper musical comedy. The man he plays so many instruments. Um, yeah, I would recommend watching Bill Bailey stand up. Very good.
I really enjoy Cats Does Countdown.
Oh, Castus Countdown's phenomenal. It's taken something as boring as Sin and actually turned it into a really good TV show. And it still does the actual game.
Yeah, I was actually very sad when I forget his last name, but
Yeah.
the Sean guy died.
Yeah.
That
Agreed.
carrot in the box skit with him and John, last name
Yeah.
I also can't remember, is just incredible.
So good.
Stand up legit had me cracking up. Usually I don't laugh consistently at stand up routines, and I don't get the full experience. Yeah, there is something to be said. Something gets lost over like an album, I'll say.
Wait. Did Von Reg just joust Fent? Oh no, there we
Yeah.
go. He's running
Yeah,
away.
barrel roll back, baby. Barrel roll back. He took the deplete too. There's no. Why you go forward? Don't go forward.
Has he got Daredevil? Please say he's got Daredevil. Nope. Oh well,
No.
heavy boost it is. Looks like we're just jousting Mando instead.
I don't. I'll tell you what. I had the biggest flex of my Tinder life yesterday.
Oh, I see. I know the story, but I'm going to make you tell it anyway because it's phenomenal.
Well, first, let me thank Cold Brutus for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Let that go. Ooh, you got Candid Clarinets. What do you mean he's not? He's not even on. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you roll on the board. Don't you roll on the board.
He's doing it. You can't stop him, Greg.
You better not. You better not. Good boy.
Oh man.
Close beddings. We're about to get some bangers here. So yesterday I matched with someone and they were like, "Oh, you used to do stand up? Tell me your best joke." And like every comic in the world hates being asked that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought about this years ago and I named one of the tracks on my album my best joke.
Yep.
And now like Tinder has this thing where you can like tie in Spotify.
Yeah.
And so I was just able to like link in the Tinder music player my best joke. It was great. What a flex.
So is it a song or is it like a track on like a stand-up thing or?
It's a track on a stand-up album.
Still phenomenal. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the more important thing, were they impressed?
You know, I think so. I think it went okay because that joke is legit good. It went Sherman. It's the Spanish joke. For a long time, that was like the crowning jewel of my joke writing. So I'll just do the jokes. Like,
I mean,
joke
stand-up
basically
seems.
sucks. Yeah.
Yep.
It's basically like I love commercials, but sometimes they don't make sense. Like I was listening to a commercial for In-N-Out, which for anyone who does this, I lived in California, everyone knew In-N-Out. But In-N-Out's like a fast food restaurant.
Mm.
It was a commercial for In-N-Out. They were like, we use fresh ingredients, vine picked tomatoes. It's like, hey, In-N-Out, you know who else uses vine picked tomatoes? Oh, it's not even the right joke. I'm doing the wrong fucking joke. I was listening. That was part of the commercial dyad of jokes. It was I was listening to a commercial the other day. A commercial came on for metal recycling. They were like, "We're your metal recycling resource. We recycle your metal. Se habla español," which is stupid because if you only spoke Spanish, all you heard was blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. We speak Spanish.
Yep.
That could have been anything. It's a good joke. You all are forced to laugh. Also, I'm missing every single damage that's happening.
Jesus. I mean, it's considering the quality of my jokes are like what do you call a man in a bush? Russell. I think Greg wins this one. Although I do have a depressing amount of cheese jokes.
Depressing amount of cheese jokes, you said?
Yeah.
Just like cheese based. I bet the British have some kind of like fancy fuck cheese. They're like, oh, it's so much better than American cheese.
Probably. I mean, ask the French about cheese. That's the big one.
I try not to ask the French too much.
The important thing is what kind of cheese do you use to get a bear out of a tree? Camembert.
Say the punchline again.
Camembert. 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 It's the same thing.
What the fuck is camembert?
See, if you don't know French cheese, then the joke's kind of ruined. See, this is the problem. I'm on European time.
Yeah, but like, has anyone heard of that cheese?
What, Camembert?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like come on bear. Camembert,
Can I ask you a question? I want you to answer
Yep.
for all of England.
Dangerous. Yep.
Why do you guys put unnecessary R's on everything?
So give me an example.
Any word that ends in A, you'll say it as R.
Such as.
I'm trying to think of a word that ends in A right now.
Yep, yep.
Llama. You would say like llama.
Oh, llama. Yeah. Llama. I suppose would be the American equivalent, right?
Why do you add R's?
Oh, it's
Like,
the
why?
AH, like llama. If I use my posh English voice. Honestly, no clue. Like it's accents. I mean, like the stupid thing is, right, is the typical English accent is only spoken by maybe like 30% of the country. Probably less. Like,
Yeah, the rest of you speak French.
well, no, just listen to videos of people from Liverpool talking and just have an aneurysm.
What's
It's a
the
special.
hardest accent for you to understand? For me, it's Scottish.
For me
Scottish
to
people, I
understand,
know they're speaking English. I cannot understand Scottish people for the life of me.
it's a hard call in between like a really thick Irish accent because some of the like the proper Southern Irish can be quite difficult to understand. Glaswegian's not. The Glaswegian can be like proper Scottish can be quite difficult, but I think probably just Scouse. Like Scouse is genuinely fucking difficult.
Oh fuck it, that's a good question. All right, the element that's Al on the periodic table.
Oh, don't. We're not doing this fight, Greg. You want me to actually like punch someone on stream?
I mean,
Because
come
I
on.
will. I will. It's got an I in it for a reason. I'm fully aware that you
Aluminium.
spell it incorrectly. Yeah, it's aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yep.
So
That's how you say it. That's how
It's
you
so
say it. That's how it's
dumb.
spelled.
That's not how it's spelled.
Yep.
No.
It's how you say it. It's how it's spelled. Aluminium.
Aluminium. Ask him to say archipelago. You say
Well,
archipelago?
archipelago. Yeah.
Yeah, you said that right.
Yeah.
What,
They
what was
in
it like?
English.
Are you
In
sure
English,
you don't mean
aluminium has an extra.
archipelago?
In English, aluminium has an extra I in it. You can look this up. It's spelt differently depending on where you live. Tomato, for example.
Well, we all understand tomato tomato because there's a famous song
Yeah.
about it. If they just wrote a song about aluminium, we'd be good. But they didn't, so
Why aluminum? See, I'm presently getting grumpy about sulfur because they've told me that
aluminum.
I
Wait,
can't spell
sulfur.
sulfur. Yeah, because sulfur's spelt with a PH most of the time in England.
What?
Now that yeah, PH and
What?
7F. And they've officially
No.
now changed it.
No.
Yeah.
Electroproton bomb for anyone still watching, which is none of us.
I think I broke Greg.
It's just that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Sulfur with a pH.
Yeah. How do you spell phosphorus?
Phosphorus.
Yeah,
PHFO. No, sorry,
exactly.
PHOS.
Yeah, it's the same. You just have the pH in the middle of the word because sulfur, phosphorus.
No.
Wait, do
Oh
you have an F in phosphorus as well?
no, I just fucking spoke because you're
Fair enough. Fair enough.
hurting my brain right now.
Yeah, I mean, American versus English spelling, like color as well. Like that one really messed with me when I was younger.
But the unnecessary U's you guys put in everything.
Yeah, so that one actually screwed me up. So like,
Whoa,
um,
what a move by Will on calling the talent roll there. But
fair
go on.
play. I mean, oh god, that APB is going to be so mean.
Ask him why
Um,
they pronounce ass as posterio.
what
What?
arse is posterior?
You don't actually
It,
say posterior when you're like,
no,
damn, that lady has a fine posterior, dog.
I mean it exists in the dictionary, but no, most of us just say arse. I mean, it depends what kind of the
No, you
country
guys
you're
say
from.
bum. You're all about the bum. You're like, oh, look at her bum.
I think the one thing that's the most confusing about the English language is slang for bread rolls.
What's the
If you
slang
ever,
for bread rolls?
I mean, there is about 20 different individual words for a bread roll, depending on which part of the country you're from.
Listen, I'm no stranger to loving bread rolls, but that's too many words.
Yeah, you got like a bap, a balm, a butty. In some parts of the country, butty is specifically for when it's got bacon in it, and some parts it's a butty if it's just that. You got a bap, same thing with the butty. Like genuinely, if you Google like words for bread rolls in England, there's a lot of them. We've got a stupid language. It's official.
Yes, thank you for that gift you gave us.
It's fine. Just call it American and make it your own.
I mean, we got it sometime. First off, we got to take out all the unnecessary U's. Completely unnecessary. You don't need them.
Yeah. To be fair, I can get behind removing the U in color.
What about favorite?
Oh no, that one annoys me. Because I feel like.
Ooh, Von Reg is. I don't
So
know.
do you put favor? Do you put a U in favor?
No. F A
Oh,
V
so
O R.
we got a U in favor as well.
Yeah, you shouldn't, though.
But if you're gonna pronounce it favor, then that would be how the American spelling is. Favor is O-U-R.
Favor.
Hmm.
It's almost, it
Realist.
sounds like it should have an E, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it should have an E in it. I mean, that's the way it should work. Uh, that's fine. Oh, we'll see. And I am willing to haul myself out and say random words with an English accent though, if your stream's enjoying that.
Ask them why they pronounce lieutenant as lieutenant. Is that true? I
It should
always
be
thought that
officially
was a different rank.
no. So if, it should officially be pronounced lieutenant in the British Air Force.
What about
Um,
right tenant? That's 5 hits coming in from Fen. And a blank out. Von Reg, no!
Rip. Can Fed avoid the EPB?
Next turn? Probably not,
Is
but
he stressed?
does the. It doesn't really do anything to Fen. I might give him like a disarm, but he doesn't have shields to lose. Or...
Might ionize him, but yeah, he doesn't. I mean, the FO look like they are in some trouble.
Lima is on 1, though, so that's something, I guess.
There's some pretty sad FO noises happening.
What about right? I can't believe lieutenant's how you say lieutenant. For the life of me, I thought that was a fucking.
No, the vast majority of England doesn't do that though. Most people call it lieutenant.
Okay.
Lieutenant is, if you speak to anyone in the armed forces though, it is lieutenant. and they will get quite grumpy at you if you call it
I'm okay
Lieutenant.
with kicking you out of NATO for that.
Yes. That seems fair.
All right, here's a big banger. Mandalorian into Dread. Dread's
Oh
done his
boy.
job, though. He's dropped the...
He's got the EPB. He's cleared them all out the middle.
Oh, this is going to be a Fearless for 4.
So, Scum just win now? Maybe? Feels like FO is
Oh,
probably
okay,
just going to
Dread.
lose. Okay, that's not terrible. Like, if the FO just lose 2 ships here and can't really bring it back, they're a little bit sad, right?
This is Lin Gava, who obviously I definitely know what they do.
When something dies, you get to coordinate.
Oh. Well, how about that? Someone just died.
Yep. It's got to be in range 1 to 2, though.
I don't
Or is
understand
it
why
just...
Will took 18 damage off that. But okay.
stuff and things. Things and stuff.
All right, here's Dread. He's got a shot into Bosk and or, well, not really and or the Mandalorian.
Yep.
Looks like it's gonna be the Mando. The Mando from another oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
Didn't roll in the box.
Didn't roll the
Willie
box.
Hayes.
To be fair though, I think Mando and Fen have got to be the way back, right? Like it's chance. You gotta hope that you can at least halve them.
I mean, you
Get some
still
points.
got Quick Draw and LaHughes. They're big hitters.
They are. They are.
Red's basically not doing anything anymore.
Yeah, I think nuking Mando is definitely the way back into the game.
Mando should be able to escape this bomb, but in doing so, will probably take a banger from Quick Draw.
Does he have contrabands on Mando?
Let's see. No. Tracking fob.
Okay, in which case it's probably a 2 bank and a barrel roll. Like try and line up quick draw.
Yeah. He does have the lock on Quick Draw from Tracking fob, I do believe.
Nope, it's on Lin because the opponent gets to choose which
right.
ship it goes on.
That's so silly.
I know. Like make it a bit more expensive and allow you to choose. It feels like it's better, right?
Yeah. But also, like, who chooses? Like, you don't give someone, be like, choose the bounty. Like,
Yeah. Like, no, this is my choice. See, I kind of like it like Callus, where you get to choose who it is in the first place, and then once it's gone, your opponent gets to move on to something new.
Yeah.
Like that's a nice balance to it.
I do find the one-off ability, like the one-ship abilities, like Fearful Prey or something like that. I get why they do it, but like the fact that it doesn't like transfer ever, I kind of feel like I'm paying for like a one-trick ship.
Well, obviously they were designed in a world where a lot of 3-ship and 2-ship lists existed.
Yeah.
And now everything's 5+. So, well, there's a lot of 4-ship lists around.
Yeah, I think most competitive lists are around 5 right now.
Yeah. And apart from Han, who can shoot twice, so he counts as 5.
Yeah, exactly. Sherman says, I once came across a British lieutenant in Afghanistan and called him lieutenant. He made it quite clear that he was right cross with me for not calling him lieutenant. Then drank a spot of tea while calling me a wanker Barney, to which I replied, my name is Charlie, not Barney. I again think that never happened.
Yeah, I feel like that's being made up a bit there.
I think the imagination might be running away with him right now.
Well, if we're
So
continuing with
this,
the creepy Englishman, then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
that movie. Everyone thinks that movie's a masterpiece, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening here,
Wait,
but
which version of it?
no, the Gene Wilder one.
Oh yeah, there we go. It's still creepy as fuck. Like it's a good film, but very creepy.
I can see
Although,
that happening. I interacted with plenty of British pilots while in Afghanistan.
but yeah,
Yes.
if you call a British pilot lieutenant, then they're probably going to be pretty pissed, or more just pretend they're pissed.
I guess they can be pissed if they want. I don't know. There's a slam from LeHughes. But how?
So I believe it's only pilots though. Like lieutenant is army and lieutenant is air force.
Oh, there's some ability thing here. Play.
Oh, sorry, we're paying attention to X-wing this time.
Lingava Lingava gives like a condition to ships that they can slam.
Oh, is she the slammy one? Sorry, I'm thinking Gallic. I was thinking Gallic.
Mando moves the lock to Dread. And then here comes Quick Draw. I'm surprised Mando didn't put it on. Or just like take an evade or something.
Yeah, did he do anything?
He locks Dread.
Hmm. I mean, quick draw was coming in, right? You know that. Probably should have prepared for it.
Why? You could have just boosted focus and had the range one banger on your boy. Why'd you burn out that? Yeah, that's not in.
Nope. Whoopsie.
Okay, so only Bosk and Dread get caught in that. This is for Dread. Blanks are like lose a shield or something. I don't know. The most that can happen here is ionized and disarmed.
A little bit disappointing in the end. Shame.
So he is ioned. No shields left to lose. Bosk. I think Bosk doesn't lose any shields, right? Takes one ion.
Oof. Well, you did. You got yourself.
Yeah, 1 second. Hey, real quick, the Dread loses that lock. Yeah.
Oh, who
Mando's
does Dread have a lock on?
Right? Don't you shed locks when you're ionized? I don't know.
not enemy
Mando's
locks?
not ionized. Yeah.
You know what?
My own locks I would shed, but not locks that are on me.
Are you saying I'm wrong? Is that your conclusion?
questioning
no, I'm
it.
saying no. I'm saying that I misheard you the first time you spoke.
Okay, but did you guys know that in Britain, lieutenant is pronounced lieutenant? Like, what the?
Yes, it's very confusing, and I don't know why they do that.
It's so stupid.
It's like the Queen said it wrong once, and they're just not legally allowed to correct her.
Oh God, you're so right. Good call. All right, carry on.
And we're back.
Sorry about that.
Doop. So this is where Quick Draw just gets to punch things.
Kind of misses the punch there.
I feel like you take the risk of hitting him again now.
Right
See if
here.
you can get rid of shields. Why not?
1 hit, 2 evades. Why did he take a shield?
Weird.
Sometimes I'm just confused. Bosk is range 2 for this shot here.
Yeah, not entirely sure though. Did he just miss something? The EPP didn't catch him, did it?
No.
No.
There's 2 shields on Bosk. That one I got. Now Mando is going to fire back on Quick Draw. Might as well while you're so healthy, I guess. 2 crits. Quick draw. Yeah, go ahead and take it, girl. Or do you spend to only take 1 and keep 1 shield?
I think you spend to only take 1. You haven't got a good shot back.
That's exactly what happens. It's like Ollie knows how to play the game.
Debatable.
Here's a shot back for
Is
1.
you want the range 1 murder shot next turn for quick draw?
And that is going
You got to
be...
put Mando into the ground. Also, it saves half points because we are playing chance.
Oh, that's right. So Bosk into Dread.
Go on, Bask. Natural crits. Get him. Ah, so close. So
That
close.
possibility is real good.
Love it.
Alright, so this is Lin into Lappin. I do believe Lappin is on 1. Classic 2v3 with an evade. And Fanatical. Did Lin lose a shield somewhere? I guess so, okay.
Somewhere. Like, we'll work it out later. I mean, we're having random shields flipped all over the place, so who knows at this point.
Yeah, I think Will's taken 1 too many on Mando, but who knows? Alright, Dread gets the return shot. Classic 1v4.
Love that.
Made it. And
Consequence is little.
get a point. See, now Will says he has 10. And I need to know where that's coming from. So Monreg's dead. Quick Draw has 2 shields down. LaHugh's 1 shield down. Dread, 2 damage. Yeah. Lin, 1 shield. And then they should have gained each 3 scenario points. Am I insane?
So
I have 9 to 8.
we got 4 for the 4 scenario points because it's now round 4, right?
No, so
No, 3.
round 2, 3,
yeah,
and
2,
4.
3, 4. There we go. So yeah, 3 scenario points.
So 3 scenario points each. Got that.
Yep.
And then
So
Will's
in
got
terms
5 for
of-
Vonreg. So that's 8.
How many is Lapin? 3, right? That makes it.
Yeah,
Wait.
so Lappin is worth 1 right now. Half pointed to 1.
Yeah.
Lima is 4. No
Yeah.
one else is half pointed.
So
I'm sorry,
4, 5.
Bosques. So 5.
So Lima's 3. Yeah, so that's 7. That's correct on that side. So Dread is 1 point for half.
Yeah.
And
And then Vonreg is 5.
Vonreg is 5. So that's 6.
So that's 9.
Plus 3 makes 9. That's not how counting works.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Hey guys,
What did we forget?
I have 9 points for Will, and I have 8 for.
Well, that's easy enough to check in this. We should have 3 points from the scenario.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 more, bringing me up to 6. And
You have-
then
you
1.
have- So you have 1
I
for
have
Lappin, 1 for Bosk, and then 3
It's
for
the
Lima.
Lappin. It's the Lappin one I missed.
And I think I took 2 for Dread, and I should have only taken 1.
Oh, I told you 2
Okay.
for Dread because I'm not used to Dread being 3 points.
Great. Okay, so 9 to 8.
Thanks.
All right. They don't know the points of their own ships, and neither do I.
fixed
So
it.
fair enough.
We fixed it.
Where's William Hayes from? Does anyone know?
What's
What
it?
What do you think if AMG made Boba 10 points and then everything else cheaper? That way you could run good swarms or a few good ships with Boba.
What if everything just got their points increased, like
Now,
across the board? I don't know. I'm a big proponent of you don't have to have everything ridiculously broken to have fun.
I agree with that. I think the big name ships should be good, but I also think you gotta temper it. I think it's really silly that there's a Luke that's 5 points. It's 'cause
Yeah,
he's fucking broken.
he's a little bit good.
And like, some of those Vaders, even at 6 points, they're just like. I
Yeah,
guess if something becomes an auto include, you have to look at it because you shouldn't feel like you have to include something. That's how I
yeah,
feel.
makes sense, right? Like if it's just too good.
If it's too good where you're not actually building a list, you're like, oh, gosh, how do
Yeah,
I?
you're not bothering to build a list because there is one correct like decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the rebels are suffering a little bit from a lack of creativity right now because there's just things in it that are so good. Kind of what Republic has been dealing with for a while, with the
Mm.
arcs being so good, you just can't not include them. Like,
Yeah, you just got to build a list that is, yeah, you got to do it. It's just too good. Mm. I mean, still real close here. I was expecting when Von Reg just got annihilated for this to go sort of one way, but it's been squeaky.
yeah, see, I think this range one shot for quick draw is going to be beneficial, but also hurtful.
True.
Because after that goes, who's hitting? Fenn's the biggest gun on the board, and you only got one 3-die gun left after a quick draw dies.
Yeah, so the issue they got is it is Fen remaining. So how much has Mando got? Still fairly healthy. He's got 6 health remaining.
That's
Yeah,
a
you don't
beautiful
want to be
sloop.
trading.
Yeah,
Hmm?
it's a beautiful sloop there for Lynn.
Oh yeah. Sad lapping.
Lynn takes a damage, I believe. No,
Damage?
gave a damage and then took it away. I don't understand what's happening here.
Sad stuff.
Ion maneuver for Dread.
Yep. Well, if you will run into a bomb, then
Ion maneuver for Bosk. Bosk gets the better of that one. Not that.
I mean,
You still got
that's a
you got huge
that's a happy
bodies.
busk. It's a happy busk.
Oh, I love that. Combo that into the evade, right?
I
Barrel
mean,
roll
yeah,
evade with the title.
yeah.
Oh no, get your evade, bruh. It's free. You're gonna be stressed from
Seems
the barrel roll anyway.
seems advisable. Like, there's a reason you take it. I think maybe he just did the barrel instead of doing the evade into the barrel.
Yeah, but like, why? Yeah, Fenn's having a hell of a time getting a shot right now.
Yeah, it's getting murdered.
We'll clear the deplete for doing the blue, so that's good. see what quick draw did. Ooh, 3 forward. This is actually cool for quick draw. It's a free shot. And target lock rotate.
I
Focus
mean,
rotate, whatever you want.
that's a happy quick draw. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah. So a shot for nothing.
It's 100% what you wanted. Sweet. I mean, yeah, take that.
Yeah, the rotates are free, so fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like quick draw just wants to now do as much murder as humanly possible.
There is the target lock rotate.
Boom. Happy quick draw.
All right, Fenral into Dread Range 3 Classic 3v3. Go ahead, spend that hit, crit coming into Dread. Dread rolls 2 evades. There is a crit coming in. Could be a kill. It is not. A panicked pilot. Dread's done his job. Got the Electro Proton off. That's all I need.
He's a happy boy. Did what he needed to.
Quick draw now. Range 1 out the back, so this is going to be 3v2. Didn't take the evade. Maybe just missed it. I don't know. Fire control. 3 beautiful hits for quick draw. Never mind. Didn't take the evade because he knew he would never need it.
Natties. Natties are the best things.
No shot for Mando. Now Hughes gets a chance to eliminate Boss. Oh no! Blankskis. And that means Bosk is going to get a chance to eliminate Dread. Wouldn't killing Bosk kill Dread? Sure would.
I mean, everything's fine. You don't really care. You're just looking for points.
Bosk for hit crit. Dread needs 2
come
paints.
on,
Oh,
get that
2
ability.
evades! It just won't die.
Get that ability. Get him. Get him, get him, get him.
Lapping.
Oop, oop.
Lappin doesn't get one through. Now Lynn onto Lappin. Classic 3v3. Boss could not divide the crits. It's only if it goes through. And that is a dead Lappin.
I mean, that's quite sad for Scum. FO is pulling it back.
Yeah, I think the difference in this game has been the lack of work that Fenrau's done.
Yeah, I mean, he did that initial 5 dice banger, and then he's just not really done much. He's coming back around now. I mean, Scum are going to struggle to keep the middle right now. Unless Fen... Oh, sorry. For some reason, my brain put FO in Fen and FO there. That was questionable. Yeah, it's... Someone has to keep the middle for Scum. Because Bosk is probably about to die, so... I think well, be curious to see what happens here. Might get the
Scum are gonna struggle, says Cam. Fixed it
I
for
mean,
you.
the bomber's probably going to die to Fen this round, so that'll help. The issue that we got presently is Mando is got nothing really that he can do, like at all. He is a very sad camper.
You almost kind of got to reset with him right now. Like, get away from quick draw. Shed your stress, get turned around. You almost need like 2 or 3 turns here to get him really back into this.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I think you just like you can let the middle tick as long as both of you are getting it. That's fine. But yeah, you definitely need to take a little bit of time and make sure that you're feeling happy about the fact that you have to kill things to murder, murder things to get back in the game. You know,
Yeah.
because if you're not capable of doing that,
I mean,
then
speaking of a faction that's like surrounding one ship, is there even gonna be a scum list that doesn't have Fenrir in it?
you've got to have sixes right now. So I think the answer is no. You just straight up commit to going, yep, you know what? This is the only thing that we can do right now to be effective.
What about Guri? Guri is so
Uh,
expensive right now.
Guru is extended as well, right? So it's
Yeah.
just
I mean, it's legal
incredibly
for
sad.
League, but it's just she's so expensive. I mean, she's more than Han.
Yeah, right? Just nah.
It's a great ship and great ability. It's just how do you justify those points?
I don't think you can. Like, I think Guri right now is just you're swinging into the wind, honestly. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I love Guri. I love her, but I don't think she's viable, which is a real shame. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
for anyone that has played against Advanced Citizen Guri, you know the hilarity / pain of that ship. Because it is really funny. It's wherever it likes. Like, literally wherever it likes. Yeah, I think I don't know. Fenrir getting angry just seems to be the only way to winning this game, you know? What do you reckon?
I so you can kill Mando, and that's gonna give you 6 points. So if Scum's gonna win, Fen needs to start wrecking shit because I don't think Mando's gonna be able to survive quick draw,
Hmm.
especially with how they're positioned right now.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
with quick draw still having a shield too, that's just 2 shots. So even if you trade, right now the trade favors the first order. So you really need Fen to do the work.
Yeah, Fen, he's got to get in. I think the biggest thing is that those little FO, he needs to just like get that 5 dice banger, like pick on them, and just make sure they don't last for like any length of time. Otherwise, you are just yeah.
And see, that's just not help. Like Fen is just taking shots here, barely even giving a shot.
Yep.
So this is gonna be your classic range 0. Of course, after saying all that, this is probably how Dread dies, but not
Yep.
today. Natty's again. Damn.
I mean, Dread has been consistent. He's been consistently annoying. He's
Quick
just
draw, just a
sitting
free
there being a
shot.
happy boy.
Why did Quick Draw take the evade? There's no shots coming in. Why would you not focus rotate there?
Yeah, I don't know. You look at it and go, decisions were made. Not sure they
All
were
right.
correct decisions, but we had decisions.
4v4. Well, Hughes does have a lock. does have the focus. Fenrau has Concordia, and that's going to be half points on Fenrau.
I mean, Fenrau and blanking out in the best situations name a more iconic combination, right?
Soontier and blanking out range 3 obstructed.
Yeah, fair. I mean,
Wait, why
both
another
Fenrau has
one?
been.
Why does he keep giving himself damage?
I, yeah, just stuff. Stuff keeps on happening.
My
I
scum
don't know
wishes to
why.
make Dengar relevant. See, Ali was talking earlier how he thinks
I
Dengar
think
is relevant.
Dengar's. I think Dengar's in a good place. I think the present meta you just need I6, and if you need I6, then Dengar. He's relatively cheap. He gets a free title. Like, I think it's the way that you go. Like, you just go and attempt to put in as much I6 as possible in your list, and then try and get stuff that doesn't die. Feels like that's the best way of doing things anyway.
Alright, so range 2, Lin into Fen. Fanatical for 1. Fen takes another 1, so Fen's at 1.
I mean, this is fine, right?
Oh yeah, Fen's right where he wants to be.
Yeah, that's not a happy boy.
15 to 11 is your scores. We enter round 7. FO, after taking that Von Reg 1 tap early, has really pulled it around.
Yeah, the issue with the scum is that they went for it, and I think you should have just accepted the EPB. Just gone right. I'm still holding the middle. I've got a good formation here, because you just gotta trade well as the scum player. Like you've taken out Von Reg, you've lost the ace, so get that big boy to where he needs to be and go from there, right?
Yeah. But also, like, the APB, or the EPB rather, the only ship it really impacts is Mando. No one else had
Yeah.
shields at that time.
I mean, the ion is maybe annoying, especially for Fen. You don't really want to be taking ions with Fen.
Yeah. I mean, but even then, the disarm is probably more annoying than the ion. If you end up rolling,
True.
I think
Yeah.
crits are disarms.
Yeah, crits are disarms, but unless you're lining up to take a shot, I mean, generally, if you know you're going to be taking an EPB, you go for a bit more of a defensive turn. But I think you can still set up in the center to threaten the FO while still being okay. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know how to play defense. Defense is not
also,
something that ever factors into how I play this game.
see, I spend way too much time thinking about defense. I've had to, since objectives have come in, I've really had to spend some time going on the offensive side of things and like rethinking my approach to a lot of the game. Because I was always very much build a list and not take damage and go down that road. But that's more my preference.
I don't think I like that from the Hughes. That could just end up blocking Fen into a range 1 on Lin.
Yep. I mean, that's what Fenn's hoping for, right? If he just did the 2 forwards.
Roll left. It might fit. It's close.
Hard to say, right?
Yeah.
If he did 2 banks should be fine, probably.
That's not nearly fast enough for my taste here.
Nope.
I was actually expecting the K turn.
Yeah, I think there's it feels like it's I mean maybe Boss comes in to save the day, but it feels like it's Fen versus the world here.
Yeah, I think Bosk is about to take it from Quick Draw.
Right to the face.
Quick Draw's thinking about slam-a-jamming.
I mean, yeah, do it. You've got a good shot on Fen. Like, just kill him. Do some
Takes the
murder.
lock on Bosk. Fen goes all the way through, and that's basically a disaster.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be. Oh no. He's gonna cause him to double tap as well, isn't he?
Also, they're shooting in the wrong order, right?
Yes. Fen should not be going. Okay. Have they worked it out? I think they just worked it out.
All right,
It's
Quick
fine.
Draw is gonna shoot Bosk. Yeah. Killing Bosk kills Fen. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, just murder boss.
There's 2 crits. If this is a hit,
There we go.
ooh,
Chain
Bosk.
chain reaction.
Boss dies. Fen dies.
Kaboom. Oh no, boss just took one. Just took one. He only had 2 shields down, boss is not dead.
Yeah, like I always said.
Oh, I'm so sleepy. I should go to bed.
And spends focus, takes no damage there.
Right, I am gonna have to put my rabbits away soon.
You said you gotta put your rabbits away?
Yeah.
Wait, did anyone else hear
So-
something about rabbits?
Yeah. I have 2 little house rabbits.
Okay. Well, apparently Bosk isn't dead, so that's something. I thought Bosk was dead.
Well, he's gonna eventually explode, and if he's next to Fen, he's just being a big liability. He
Dread is unkillable. Absolutely is.
I mean, can't get him. How many times has that thing been shot?
A lot.
Yep.
We got 12 minutes left. We're into turn 8. It is 16-12, and Dread is the unkillable bomb.
Yep. Von Reg needs to take some notes. Or he would if he wasn't dead.
Vonreg?
I mean, is there... I'm still confused. Like, Scum is technically still in this? Is Quick Draw still above half? Yes. So I think the way that Scum win this is if for some reason Quick Draw doesn't see the 4K turn happening and doesn't rotate the turret. Wait, what can Mando do at this point? Yeah, he's got nothing. You got a talent roll. Just do the talent roll and pray. Like, what else are you gonna do? I think you need 1 more damage on Lyn for half points. So you've only got 4 points to get, so I think just nuking Quick Draw is your best solution. And somehow Bosk survives. Because if I'm Lyn, I'm turning in on Bosk, so I think Bosk actually has to do a hard 2 to the right, weirdly. Bosk's final act could be to take Lyn down to half.
Fen 1 hard left Defense currently stressed.
Is he stressed? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's stress we can under there. Well, the 4K seems like a really bad decision then. I mean, I don't hate the one hard to the right, but it's crashing into something. And then it gets lined up by quick draw. I don't think there's any sensible way of the scum claiming the middle this round.
I don't know if there's any way that you claim the middle and Bosk lives. There's a sloop.
Mm. That seems ill-advised.
Pattern analyzer, so good.
Is it a hard 2 from the Who?
It's
Yeah,
hard
Bosk is
to
running.
Bosk can't
Yep.
take a token, so
Eventually we'll kill the red.
use.
Well, hard 2 gives you an out of arc, range 1 shot on Lingava. And then you get shot by quick draw.
Why is the Hugh stressed? Oh, did he flip Proud Tradition at some point? Must have.
Okay, there's the town roll. Mando says hi. Not entirely sure.
Quick draw is slooping.
Okay, sure. Why not just one straight target lock?
I don't know. I don't have a good.
Wait. Oh, that hurts my soul.
Well, here's the good news, at least. Quick draw rotated the arc, so.
Oh, boost right, please. Anyway.
Well, 3v4.
I think he's... I'm not sure why or what. I think he's going for the 4K next turn with Fen and just praying.
Oh my gosh. Blanks out, but Concordia saves the day.
Yep.
Now a back shot from Quick draw.
Bosk is about to die. He's got a hit and crit. There we go. Bosk goes down. Takes the direct hit as the crit. Nothing explodes with him.
Match.
Saddest of Zen 95s. Just a
Range
transition.
2. This is a dangerous shot now from the Hughes. Oh gosh. 3 hits. All paint needed. Not all paint got. That is going to be your game. Fenrow dies. 2 points at the end as well. Your final score is going to be 22-12. Unless, of course, Mando can kill Lynn. In which case, Parker will still lose. But also by a little bit less. The evade token there. It is congratulations to Willie Mays Hayes. Coming up big with the victory for the first order. Ollie, do you have any parting words for our guests tonight?
Stop putting fangs at range 2, you morons.
Stop putting fangs at range 2, you morons. That's officially from the British government. What do we call Will now? We call him Parker. Parker
We
Scott.
call him Parker. But I enjoyed that. It was a good game from both. The EPB happened, and you still can't spell aluminium.
I mean, you got it's just so bad. It's just such a what a terrible job that country did.
I mean, yes. Did you see the floppy-haired idiot that was our prime minister for like a year?
Yeah, let's not talk about floppy-haired idiots leading our country. All right, well,
Yes.
let's get the last word with Buster, Sky, Spudger, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. I'm actually headed out to Michigan this weekend, so I won't be around too much. Please don't do anything bad in the Discord.
And now now for the last word with Buster Skysfudger.
And remember folks, a game ain't over until the last whistle. Keep swinging. Never let the odds tame your spirit. For NCX, I'm Buster Skysfudger.